everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I'm going to attempt a process video today on how I made these little Halloween treat bags. And there are tutorials for this all over the internet. I just thought I would give you my take on it and share a few things that I have learned. I've done a bunch of prep work because I don't really do a lot of editing, and so I've done a lot of the prep work ahead of time, and so hopefully maybe I won't even upload this. We'll see. If you see this, then I didn't think it came out too bad. But basically this is what we're making today, and these were the ones I already did a video on, and then I made this one today. And initially I thought it was best with the two-sided paper. You can see here this has the two-sided paper, and that does look really cute. But then I also decided this paper is the DCWV Halloween Nights stack. And a couple things about it I really like. It's got some metallic to it, so it looks really cute with the candy wrappers. And also, because it's not double-sided, I was able to go ahead and write a note for the recipient and add some stickers and decorate the back a little bit. So I thought I would go ahead and make one with you today, and I've already got the process started. If you haven't seen this before, this is the measurements that I used. The base is 4 1/4 by 1 7/8 inches. The wrappers for the candy are 1 by 3 inches. The topper for the bag is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 inches, folded in half. And then if you want to make a nugget or a treat holder with 6 nuggets, these are the measurements. So you just add 2 inches to the length. Okay. So there you go. And like I said, I went ahead and I have everything pre-cut and pre-stamped because I don't edit, and I also, I've been having some difficulties with my camera battery. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is wrap your nuggets. And so I've done all of mine except for the last one. And these are just the Hershey Nuggets candy. I bought a bag that had a variety pack. And then this is the strip of paper that I'm going to use for this last one, and it is 1 by 3 inches. Now, one thing I have learned, you guys, with this DCWV paper, it's very thick. And so if you use a very thick paper, you do need to reinforce it with some liquid glue. When I did the first ones I did were thinner paper. It was Echo Park paper. It wasn't quite as thick and stiff as this one. So I was able to, I didn't need to use any glue to reinforce it. But basically I went ahead and put glue all over the back, and then, or the dry glue all over the back and then on one end. And then how I did it is I went ahead and just kind of started at the center of the back of the nugget. Okay. And then try to center it as best as you can, and then go ahead and wrap it around. Okay, and it can help to curl the paper a little bit too, this stiff paper. So you saw me do that a little bit. And then I'm going to just go ahead and add a little bit of liquid glue here at the end, just to help hold it. Because you can see it's kind of already, because the paper's so stiff, it kind of pops off there. So that's really all there is to it. And then you want to hold it for just a second to make sure that it's going to stay. Okay. So there are our 4 little nuggets. You might even need to put something heavy on top of them to make sure that paper doesn't pop off when they are with that stiff paper. Now let's go ahead and work on the base. And the base, you had the measurements for it. So I want this side to be that the candy is on. And so what I'm going to do is just score this at 1/4 inch on each side of the long way. So I have my little Martha Stewart scoreboard here, and I'm going to go ahead and score at 1/4 inch on this side. Okay, then I'm just going to flip it and do 1/4 inch on this side. Okay. And then what I recommend is if you're using the one-sided paper and you do want to decorate the back, you want to do that now, especially if you're going to stamp on it before you fold in your edges. I really don't have another person to write a note for on here, so I'm just going to grab some stickers and add a few little stickers to the back to just kind of spruce this up a little bit. Maybe. These are stickers I got from Walmart, and I like them because they have kind of that, this collection has sort of a, an interesting sort of reddish purple. So, and these stickers matched that. So I'm going to use those stickers that match just to decorate the back a little bit. But like I said, this is a great place to put a note to your recipient or whatever, and make it really cute on the back. So we've done that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fold the edges, and you can burnish these if you want to, but really what we're doing is making a little tray here. So you don't really want them to be flat. You want them to stick up a little bit so they have you know, little sides of a little tray. So that's kind of what it looks like. Okay. All right, now what I like to do is so the nuggets don't shift around in the bag, I like to go ahead and just run a bead of dry glue kind of down the center here. I'm going to do that with my HG gun, maybe, if it cooperates. So, and I'm sorry, you can tell I haven't really done process videos. So just like that, and then you can go ahead and arrange your nuggets however you want. And you've got a little bit of room at the top, so I'm just going to stick those on there in the order that I like them, just like that. Do the cat one next, them in frame. Okay, and then this one, and see how nice that that metallic paper looks. Those aren't spaced out very well, but you get the idea. You can take a little bit more time with it when you're not making a video. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slide these into, this is a Wilton pretzel bag, so these are designed to house if you do like chocolate dip pretzel rods or something for to give away or whatever. That's what these are designed for. So I'm going to go ahead and just thread this into the bag. Hopefully I can do this on camera. Isn't it funny whenever you're making a video how things don't work as smoothly as when you're not making a video, of course. So let's see if I can get that. There we go. Slide that down in. All the way to the bottom of the bag. And you see I have lots of slack here, so you can make these larger. You can make them, I gave you the measurements for 6 nuggets, so you can make them a little bit larger, but I'm just going with 4 for today. So, so what I'm going to do is start to get the topper ready. So basically I'm going to use this little cat paper for the topper, and this is cut by 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And all you want to do is fold this in half. And I could have scored it, but I didn't, because I find I have trouble, even with my scoreboard, it's hard for me to get things lined up properly. It seems like they don't really fold properly, so I just do it this way. I eyeball it, I put my corners together, and then you can go ahead and burnish the edges of this one with your bone folder. Okay, and now we're ready to go ahead and cut the bag down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this bag down to where I just have about 2 inches left on the top. So I'm just going to take my scissors. I like to be able to fold it down before I staple it. And with this one, I thought I might go ahead and add some confetti. I didn't do that with the other ones. I meant to, and I sort of forgot. So, but this is like a lifetime supply of this Halloween confetti. So I thought I might just go ahead and sprinkle some of that in there just for fun. And also thinking that would also help kind of decorate the back a little bit. So we'll see at the end if that looks cute. So that's my little way to kind of decorate it up. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and fold the bag down, okay, just like that. And then you place your topper just over the top. You kind of sandwich the bag in between your little topper, just kind of center it or line it up. And if you're using directional paper, make sure that everything's facing the right direction. And then I'm going to go ahead and just staple it right in the center, just like that. And what I did find, you guys, is I tried to use my tiny attacher, but with this thick cardstock, it wasn't going all the way through all those layers. So I would recommend using just a commercial stapler. And then I already have my sentiment ready to go. I went ahead and stamped these with an old stamp that I had from American Crafts. Stamped it in VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then I went ahead and embossed it with clear embossing powder just because I like the way that looks. And again, I'm going to use a combination of my ATG here, and then also a little bit of liquid glue on this just because it's bumpy from the staple. So I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of my Tombow Mono Aqua here, just kind of around the edges, just so it stays well. Okay. And then again, you want to make sure you got it the right direction, especially if you've written on the back. You want to make sure you have it the right direction. Then you get that lined up. Stick it down, give it a little pressure. And then I'm going to take one of my very, very old Heidi Grace bats. And the other reason why I picked this paper pad is because I wanted to use up these purple bats too. And they're, again, that kind of reddish purple color. So I'm just going to get one of those. And I'm going to stick it right up here on the corner. And there you have it. Cute little nugget bag. I think I like the addition of the confetti. I think that looks pretty cute. So again, there are the back sides with a note or without a note. And yeah, so that is my little tutorial for you. I hope you guys all have a great Halloween, and I will talk to you soon.